last year. And she is so attached to this dog, we never used to understand. We will go for dinner, expensive dinner, she will not leave the restaurant if she has not bought takeaway for that dog. So this day now, I went to her house. And we now just we drank, we watched a movie. And then I went, finished, and I left. I had driven for like 15 minutes and realized that I forgot my wallet with my ID and everything. So I decided to go back. I went back now and something just told me to try the door. I opened the door and my friend's door was open. I went upstairs. She could be what I saw. The dog was leaking. Entered. I did not even know what to say. But now the problem is, her boyfriend called me 2 weeks ago and we're doing ring shopping for this, my friend Chifobi. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just carry on. We are planning her engagement.
Hi, Jesus. Oh my God. This is just wonderful because I actually don't know what to say. You know, you found out that your best friend is, with a dog. Oh my God, I'm very sure that this is no news to a lot of you watching this video. I mean, the videos were really going everywhere when it comes to Twitter, WhatsApp. Everybody was talking about this thing. And this thing actually, made me realize that in Nigeria, every single time you wake up, there is always something new. There is something beautiful. The last one was Yul Edochie, where they said that, oh, he married another wife, blah, 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 and people were talking about polygamy and all that. It was really shaking the internet. The one before that was the 10-year-old CHRISLAND girl, where she was doing a lot of things online and all that. If you have not watched my video on that, I made a video where I talked about 4 lessons we could learn from the 10-year-old girl thing. If you have not watched my video on that, please make sure that you check the description box below, or you are going to see something over your screen, where you can also click to watch that particular video. But before that video again, we talked about ritualism and those boys, in Ogun State that killed the girl, cut off her head and did a lot of things because of money and all that. And just before that, we talked about a BAMISE girl that was killed on BRT, and you will realize that every single time there's just one news after the other. Let's even forget what the government is doing to us. One news after the other, to another. And this time around now, what girls are doing is to sleep with dogs. And I'm like, fantabulous. This is wonderful. This is just wonderful. This is just, I don't even know what to say. And the thing is, people are beginning to have like very different opinions. You're going to hear people talk and you're like, because I don't know what you are saying. The rubbish people just decide to say. And is there something psychologically wrong with you? But we are going to talk about these opinions in this video today, and most importantly, we are going to talk about the 4 lessons that we can learn from this whole girls having sex or boys having sex with dogs kind of thing. But before we go into those 4 lessons, this is Olayeni Diekolola Daniels, popularly known as Dieko Spectre, and this is another episode of Dieko Talks Law. If this is your first time of coming to my channel, then I want to say a very big welcome. Please make sure that you click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so that when I release any video which is going to be of interest to you, like this one, you'll be one of the first set of people to watch that particular video. Don't also forget to follow me on Instagram and on LinkedIn and Twitter, all my other social media platforms. Thank you very much for following me. So going straight into what we are supposed to talk about today, the 4 lessons that we are supposed to learn from this whole dog saga, because it's something else. But I think that most importantly, the first lesson that we need to learn has to do with the law. What does the law say about you having to sleep with dogs and do all of those other things? What exactly does the law say in this instance? And that is what we are talking about right now. So if you look at section 214 of the Criminal Code, Section 214 of the Criminal Code and Section 284 of the Penal Code, the both of them would tell us that you should not sleep with an animal. Why? According to it, it is having carnal knowledge against the order of nature. Do you understand that? You are not supposed to have carnal knowledge with an animal, whether dog, whatever it is that is classified as an animal. Either dog, some people have very strange whatever it is, also horse, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? So yes, you also have horse, dogs, I don't know, goat, chicken, I don't know, people are weird. So whatever it is that is classified as an animal, you are not supposed to, have sex. Because if you do, according to section 214 of the criminal code, you are going to jail for 14 years. It's a criminal offense. You are going to jail for 14 years. And if you look at section 215 of the criminal code, it tells us that where there is an attempt, you never do amo, but you done the attempt and they see all those Instagram pictures and videos where they'll be doing like something that I did not know. Dogs will be hovering around, then I'm like, auntie, calm down. But that doesn't say anything about attempt to sexual intercourse, of course. However, where there is an attempt to have sexual intercourse, then you will go to prison for 7 years, even when you have not done it. And all that. When I was talking about this to a couple of other people, they were like, can't you then have some kind of emotional attachment to your dog and all that? Yes, so you can have emotional attachment to your dog and every other thing. However, make sure it does not extend to sexual intercourse. For example, I saw a video online, I was like, wow, wonderful. You can watch the video as well.
Akoni, how many times have I told you to always sit down while I'm driving? Oh yeah, sit down now. Good boy. Don't let me repeat this for you, okay? When I'm driving, you have to sit down. I don't want you to wound yourself, okay?
When she said that, I was like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? Ah, God, I think it was really somehow. But yes, you can do that with your dog. I mean, it's nobody's business, so to say. You can do that with your dog. Just make sure that it doesn't extend to it being of a sexual nature. And then, talking about the opinions of certain people, before I go to my next lesson, talking about the opinions of certain people, some girls came out and then they were saying, it's just dog I have sex with, I don't keep a scene and all that and all that. And in fact, she was even saying that, I was hearing certain opinion that sleeping with dogs was better than even sleeping with men, because men cheat, men lie, men even pass diseases around. And I am like, men, we don't suffer, Sha. Did they equate us with okay? So yes, now I want you to listen to what this girl exactly said.
What's the big deal there? I only slept with a dog. I did not kill somebody. You, in your life, you've done worse. And besides, have you seen 1.5 million naira before? Just like as if it's a big deal. Huh? I only slept with a dog. I did not kill somebody. And mind you, I'm not infected nor anything. Do you get? So stop dying on the matter. I'm enjoying the money.
There are 3 things that we can learn from what this girl is saying. Number 1, she first of all admitted, because I think she said that she had sex with a dog. She admitted to an offense which is supposed to take her to where? To jail. Like naturally. She just admitted that she had sex with a dog. Okay, that's number 1. If police now goes to arrest her and the prosecutor now, they start saying village people are pursuing her. But let us leave that apart. That's number 1. Number 2, she said that she's doing it for what? For the money. I read something on Twitter. You know that Twitter is like the town hall. So when new gist come out, everybody just go there, just reading different messages. And I think this one came from one Wura Ola girl or something like that said that she collected a lot of money from sleeping with dogs and all things like that. That she even collected close to 13 million. I am not sure if I got the figures correctly, but I think she said 13 million naira. So when she said that, I was like, wow. And when I was looking at things that she said that she did, she said she relocated from where she was to the island. And I was like, was that really a smart thing to do with money? And then she said she went to buy car. This is the problem with people exactly. You do not know how to make money stay. You all of a sudden had money and then you went to buy a liability. That does not even make any sense. Let us say, she dey hustle. Now part of hustle, she hustle. That she went to sleep with dog. Let's say that, he went to sleep with dog for money. Okay, you've gotten the money. Now, instead of you to now spend the money in such a way that you will not have to go back to doing it, you now begin to buy liabilities where you will need to go back to do it to be able to sustain those liabilities. Where exactly is the sense? Where? Because the girl in this video that I just showed you, now she said since relating to now 1 million, you don't see her before, something like that. 1 million will disappear in less than a month. Let us not even mind ourselves. In less than a month, it will go like this. You will not see it. In short, I don't even think 1 month is too much. A week, you can spend 1 million naira in a week and it's gone. So why would you do that? And then the third thing she said is that she get disease and all that, and which goes to our second point. Sleeping with a dog. Don't you like yourself? Don't you look at your body? Don't you like your life? Why would you want to sleep with a dog? The people that are comparing the same disease that a man will pass to the disease that a dog will pass. When a man passes a disease, so to say, I'm not saying passing a disease is bad, but he's passing a disease that you can still humanly have. Do you understand? Those diseases that can stay in your body and your body will still function properly. Unlike passing a disease that comes from dog, there are like a lot of diseases. When I checked online for the number of diseases that you can get when you sleep with a dog, there are a lot. Why will you want to do that to yourself? Why? Because of money that is very transient, money that can at any point, it will just disappear at any point. It just logically makes no sense. If you were investing the money, it would have made better sense. But no, you will buy liability, you will buy iPhone. You will buy iPhone 13 or iPhone this or iPhone that. You are not investing the money, you are not using the money wisely or in a way that is going to bring in more money without you necessarily have to go back to do that kind of thing again. And you still do it. Doesn't make any sense. So the first lesson we are learning here is the fact that yes, it is a crime. If you have sex with a dog or any other animal, you are going to jail for 14 years. But most importantly, which is lesson number 2, I don't even think the jail is the problem. Disease, ordinary malaria. I know how my body used to do me. Just malaria with a little bit of headache and a little bit of body pain. I know how my body used to do me to get into the hospital and perceive hospital smell. I hate it. Now imagine that you now have a disease. How do you even tell the doctor that you contracted the disease? How would the conversation be like? So, madam, how are you? So what are your symptoms? By the time we finished narrating the system, like the whole roller thing, she said she spent most of her money on medications and all that because her private part began to smell and all that. So you tell the doctor that your private part is smelling, and the doctor will be like, "Oh, are there things that you've used on your private part lately? Can you give me some?" So doctor, this is what happened, yeah? And you understand the explanation? God, Jesus, it's just ridiculous. There is nothing. It's just ridiculous. So when you begin to have the disease, I know the stupid thing about the disease. The very stupid thing about the disease. The person will get them. She no go keep herself together. No, she will have sex with other people, other innocent people that did not know that you have slept with dog. She will have sex. Those ones too, will now go and have sex with other people that did not know that this one that did not know that she has slept with dog. Do you understand? Then you now begin to spread it to we innocent people. I don't understand. This is the reason this is a we thing. Like this is a community thing. You cannot say that, he's sleeping with dog now. That's our business. My dear, that our business will soon become my business if I keep quiet too much. Do you understand? Unlike the gay thing, because a lot of people are saying, dear, you are against bestiality. That means, sleeping with animals, but you're not against gay. First of all, I find that very, very insulting. Not on me, so to say, but on, the people in the LGBT community having to say that, they are compared to having sex with animals and stuff like that. But just to clarify, when they have sex, they are doing their private thing, and whatever they are doing does not affect me. Do you understand? Because when you are making a law, while you are looking at the privacy of people, you also have to juxtapose their privacy with the public health. Are you listening? Public health. So while they are doing their thing, I don't think there's anything that will go on in their lives that then will come wrong with me. But surely, idiot, when this idiot is done with whatever she's doing, she would not indicate to the general public that, she has done this. She will now decide to sleep around. Imagine she sleeps around with 10 other men in the space of, a year or so. Those 10 other men in the space of that year sleep around with 10, that is 100 already. Before you know, 1,000. Before you know, it has come and reached me where I am. Do you see why it is very important that we talk about it? In relation to some other people's opinion, which I actually agree with, some people say that those people that are sleeping with dogs, like those people that actually contract with them to sleep with dogs, they are doing it for ritualism. And that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Because why would you want to give somebody 1.5 million just to sleep with your dog? But then it was countered by other people who said that it is not necessarily ritualism. That some people just have certain sexual fantasies. Angel Michael, where you dey now? Certain fantasies. Hey, fantabulous. That is wonderful. So, regardless of the opinion, whether it's ritualism, because we actually cannot say whether or not it is, although some people were saying that, they tried to cure themselves after they couldn't cure themselves, that, their private part was basically decaying, so to say, and, they tried to take poison and they did not die. I was just hearing some kind of stories, although unverified, but some kind of stories. I was like, what is all this? So, then, we then begin to ask, why exactly are these girls actually being moved by money? Not just girls, boys. Why are people being moved by money and all that? And then you begin to see some things which goes to number 3. The third thing that we need to learn from this video, you begin to see some things online and you're like, okay, what is your problem? Even me, as I did like this, social media go just the pressure person. Why you they pressure me? Why? I watched one video on Instablog and I was like, no, now just watch. Like, guy, why? 20-year-old boy bought Benz and is spraying money. Hey. When I was 20, what was I doing? I was submitting assignments and writing exam and eating bread and beans. Jesus, and Jaja will tell you the lag. That was what I was doing when I was 20. Wake up in the morning, go and queue up for water when there is no water in Jaja. And then when you are done, go and wear your white and black, go and receive lecture, then go and eat bread and beans, and go and do assignment. All those kind of random things. That was what I was doing at 20. I don't even think I had up to 100k at 20. Like, it's so for like my personal money, my own money, not my parent or anybody's money, my own money. I don't think I had like 100k. I can say that this money belongs to me. So when you see somebody like me watching something like that, where you have a 20-year-old boy spending, buying where did they see the money? But Nigerian youth and other young people, they will not ask where did they see the money. They'll just say, he can do it, I can do it. They will not start going for mysterious ways, looking for mysterious ways by which they make money. And that is where this whole problem comes. This girl that said she slept with 13 dogs and had about 15 million or 13 million, Burola girl, 13 dogs. Show fair pareni. 13. Hey, Jesus. So now we are not even more doing body count of human being. We're not doing body count of animal. Because 13 dogs. So 13 dogs gave you 15 million to 20 million or whatever million that he gave to you. And now where is it today? You know, most people will do so many stupid things. Buy, you know, shops or rent shops, then begin to sell things, buy cars. And we that we are, you know, waiting for the Lord, will now be looking at it on the other end. I'm like, oh my baby, Kolele, that was using Android phone some minute ago. But no, she changed. Fantabulous. And then you begin to pressure us. You know, and that is the thing. Don't feel pressured by whatever you see on social media, because 99% of it is actually not real. Like, for real. 99% of whatever you see is not real. If it's real, it's their parents' money. Because don't get, oh, this person is buying this or this one is not driving the Benz. The Benz will come. At the end of the day, it will come when you do the right thing. You see, the society has always taught us to always look for a shortcut. And that is what is beginning to catch us as youths today. What do I mean? When we were writing WAEC, even our parents and the elderly people, they always teach us that they are shortcuts. Why exactly are we encouraging expo at WAEC level? I just want to know why. Now, where ordinary WAEC, you have expo, you get to jam, you have expo, you get to this one, you have this one. Do you understand? Like, instead of you to go through the normal way to make it, you're always looking for a shortcut. And then when life then begins to hit you for real, you now begin to find a shortcut to life. But life would always have karma, and that karma will eventually catch up with you. Do you understand? Like, we always want to look for a shortcut for everything. We believe that you plant a seed today, you want to reap the fruit tomorrow. You don't want the patience, the hard work, the everything you have to do to make sure that that seed grows into a tree before you begin to reap the fruit. You want to do something today and begin to get millions tomorrow when you are not hush puppy. How is that possible? It's not. It's not. That is the thing about youths and teenagers. When you go online and you begin to see a lot of very absurd things, and you want to become that without having to work hard for, you know, what it is like. Do you get what I'm saying? So that is the kind of thing. Even everything in Nigeria has shortcuts. That is the stupid mentality that we have. You want to go and get your passport, you still have to follow shortcuts. People will tell you there is the normal way. The normal way is the one that you spend about 3 months before you get the passport, and then you can get the passport. That same 3 months passport, you can get it in less than 2 weeks through shortcuts. So we are already driven by the mentality that there is shortcut, and that is the reason we want shortcut to wealth. Even the ritualism thing too. The boys too, they were looking for how to get shortcut and drive Benz and do this. They went to do ritualism. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Which goes to the fourth thing. I understand that a lot of you will say that, but dear core, you see, ASU is doing our life like this. I have been in year 2 for the past 2 years. I think it's this year 1 that I've been in year 1 for like a long time or something. I can't remember who was in year 1 for a long time, for like 2 years. Oh, I think it was the previous year 1. The Corona set year 1 that were in year 1 for some years. And then now they are in year 2. There's another ASU strike. Since 2019, they are still, oh God. That is ASU for us. So they begin to say that, oh, if school is doing this, what do you want us to do? And all that. Go and learn soft skills. Soft skills. Said there are a lot of skills that you can learn online that can be monetized. All you just have to do is look for a skill that you like, that you want, that you know that this is something that you want to do. Do you understand? Copywriting or whatever it is. Make sure that you learn it to perfection. Once you've learned it to perfection, it's not the moment you start that you start making money. When you start, you don't expect to make money immediately. You have to go through a process. Little by little, you begin to gain experience and certain other things. You know, you need to have a mentor. You need to have somebody that you look up to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have to go on LinkedIn or any other way that you can get a very good mentor. Somebody who is going to day be telling you how to do and what to do. Do you understand? That mentor is someone that would put you through, you know, and you have to get this mentor by looking at where they are today, how they got to where they are, and make that way, you know, very inspirational to you. Where you see somebody on the gram, because that is where 90% of the youth and teenagers are. Where you see somebody on the gram who is driving Benz, ask yourself, this is not a choking inside privacy, whatever these people used to say, that is my privacy, it's my private life. That's what Hush Puppy said, and look at where we are today. Ashebi was coming online and he was claiming real estate investment, whatever that he was putting on his snap, that he went to one sitting, spent $20,000 one sitting just to eat food, 10 million naira, and you people, I want to be like Hush Puppy. I want to. What is that? How did he get the money? If he cannot explain how he got the money, then he has no business being your mentor. So you have to look for people like Tony Enumelu, you know, and other people. One of the people that I feel that Jesus Christ, I adore this woman a lot, is the former CEO of First Bank. That is Ibukun Awoshika. Lord Jesus, I read up on that woman, and especially the movie that, you know, she acted where she was naming the things that she had done. I can't even remember the name of that movie. Jesus Christ, that woman, I adore her. I almost always listen to her videos and what she says on YouTube. We don't have like a one-on-one connection, but she's somebody that I listen to almost all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is what I'm talking about. Look for people that have gotten there. This is the position you want to get to. But most of us, we don't want to get to a position, we want to get money. So most of the time, they just look for the people that have the money and they're not too stressed like that and just go there. This is the money, just say the level of money you want to get. Who has that level of money? These are the kind of people, but they cannot get that level of money without getting to a certain position. So therefore you need to get to that position, and then when you get to that position you begin to get money. But no, what we want to do, go on Instagram and begin to, you know, look at people's lifestyle, try to mirror it, go clubbing, do this. I'm not saying those are bad things though, but I'm just saying that where is the real value? You want to make money, you don't want to give value. How do you expect? Well, it doesn't work. For you to make money, you have to give value. That is how it goes, hand in hand. Do you understand that? So I hope that you have learned a lot from this video, starting from our first lesson, which tells us that having sex with a dog is a very big crime. That is, you are going to go to prison for 14 years. And if you attempt to do it, which means you should be very careful with your extent of emotional connection with your dog. If you attempt to have sex with your dog, you'll be going to prison for 7 years. To our second lesson, which tells us that there are plethora of diseases that you can get when you have sex with dogs, and it doesn't make any sense to want to get diseases and then instead of you to use money to do better things in your life, you use money to begin to cure yourself because now you have gotten diseases from dogs. You know, it's just so not, you know, sensible. And then the third thing is that most times people do this because of social media and the pressure that social media pressures us so to say. And then lastly, you know, instead of trying to do all this shortcut to glory, shortcut to this, learn a soft skill, do something, try to get value. Money goes hand in hand with value. If you have value, money will come, but when you are empty, money will run. Do you understand that? And so with that, that's the end of our video for this week. Please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. You can watch my CHRISLAND video where I talked about the 10-year-old girl and 4 lessons that we had to learn, and also all of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next episode.